Okay, good afternoon, class. So at this point we are looking at the November 2020 paper 2. Is that correct? Okay, we have completed paper 1, eh? Okay. So this is grade 9. Paper 2, November 2020. Right. So the first question says, give the full name of the shape below. What type of shape is this? It's a trapezium. More than that is actually an isosceles trapezium. Okay. Yes. Come here, okay. Is that the only mistake you made? That you picked up? Maybe it's a different method, maybe it could be a different meaning. But it's not okay, definitely not okay. Why? Because the properties of a kite is that two adjacent sides are equal. And that is not the case. It's actually as the isosceles trapezium. Over and above it being a trapezium, okay, it's actually isosceles, which makes these angles the same. Those angles are actually the same. Okay. Yes? Yes. You. Yes. Alright, so number 2.2, 1.2 says, name the shape in which only one diagonal bisects the other diagonal. That's a kite. So they said both is a kite. Right, maybe that time we weren't so wise as we are today. We're a little bit more wise today than yesterday. Not so much. Okay. People in 1.3 it says, what's the condition that proves congruency of two triangles below? Side? Angle? Side. Is a yes. That's yes. True or false? All rectangles are similar. False. How can it be all similar? What is similarity? What does similar mean? They have the same shape, but not necessarily the same size. However, the sides are in proportion. If you look at this being a rectangle, this could have been 2 and 3. This could also be a rectangle. This could be 6 and 2. So that you're doubling, but that you're not. Is this not a rectangle? Still a rectangle. Can you see? So are all rectangles similar? No. Okay. Is that all? Right, number 2. In question 2 we are told that in the shape below, angle A, F, and they are all 90 degrees, all perpendicular. Determine the length of BC correct to 1 decimal place. So BC is that length. What I would do is I would divide this up to form a triangle. Can you see that? So if this is 2, if this length is 2, then this is also 2 here, not so? Then that length there would be 5. Not so? 7 minus 2. If this is 9, what is this length here? 3. So it's coming from here, no? Then what is this length? 6. So that's also 9. Not so? So we have a triangle looking like this here. 5, 6, and BC. So what do we say? BC squared is equal to 5 squared plus. Reason? I think there's no angle there, so I don't write it. 5 squared is 25, 6 squared is 36. It adds up to give you 61 degrees. That's BC square. Square root of that? The square root of 61. 7 comma 8. That length is BC is equal to 7 centimeters. Okay. Any confusion there? Yes, Michael? You can leave it in that form. Like I would have normally left that BC to be the square root of 61. But because the question specifically says 1 decimal place, so I have to. If it doesn't say, leave it. Is that what you're asking? Anyone else? Then the question says in 5.1.2, hence calculate the perimeter of the shape. So how do you calculate the perimeter? Just add up all the sides. Not so. I'm now going to give you 7 comma 8. So the perimeter is now 2.1.2. The perimeter is going to be, if I start here, it's going to be 3 plus 7.8 plus 2 plus 9 plus 7. That gives you 10, 11, 12, 21, 28.8. Is that correct? 28.8 centimeters. Okay. Look at the next question. We are told that the store buys a box of dice. Each dice measures 15 millimeters along each edge. Okay, so let's throw a dice here. A dice is basically a cube, not so? And it measures 15 millimeters per side. The dice are stored in a box measuring 6 centimeters wide, 9 centimeters long, and 4.5 centimeters high. Okay, so this is the box now. Now the storage compartment. It measures 6 centimeters wide, 6 centimeters, 9 centimeters, and 4.5 centimeters high. Calculate the volume of a single dice in centimeters cubed. How do you calculate the volume? Perimeter of base times height? No. Area of base times. Yes, Michael?
L times B times H.
Yes, L plus B times H is all the same. So it's basically side cubed. Not so? So this will simply be 15 cubed. Or 15 times 15 times 15. It's the same. Okay. And they say here you do not round your answer. Okay, so that's probably in the next question. So that's going to give you 15 cubed 3375 centimeters cubed. Not so millimeters cubed. Then the next question says, calculate the number of dice that will fit into the box. So the volume of the box will be length times breadth times height, not so. But this is in millimeters here, so I'm going to do the calculation for millimeters. Okay? So 6 centimeters is 60 millimeters. Not so. How many millimeters are there in a centimeter? 10. 9 times 10 is 90. 4,5 times 10 is 45. So it's going to be 90 times 60 times 45. That gives me an answer of 90 times 60 times 45. Gives you 243,000. 243,000 millimeters cubed. Yes? If you converted this to centimeters, it's fine. But the question was for the number of dice that can fit in here. It's going to be 243,000 divided by 3,375. So you divide it by 3,375. Gives you 72 dice will be able to fit in this box. That's one way of looking at it. Otherwise, you could have said, okay, a cross is 90. How many dice can lie one next to the other across 90? It's going to be 15 divided by 96, no? So 6 can lie next to each other, one next to each other, no? Across here, there's 60. How many dice can go across there? 4. Not so. So 60 divided by 15 is 4. So it's a 4 by 6 on each row. So 4 times 6 is 24 per row. Then the die is 15 centimeters high. So how many 15 centimeters are there in 45? 3. So it's going to be 24 times 3, which is 72. Both ways you would get the 24. Okay. So there's no reason to get the sum wrong. Okay. People, let's look at the next one. The shape below is a trapezoidal prism. The trapezoid is what? Trapezium. Trapezium face. Okay. Calculate the area of the trapezium in centimeters squared. Use the formula area is equal to sum of the parallel sides times the perpendicular height. So if you're looking at the area of a trapezoid, it's 12 plus this length here, which is 6. Not so. So it's a half sum of the parallel sides is 12 plus 6 times the perpendicular height, which is 4. You're absolutely correct, it's 4. That 5 is actually that length. Okay. Times 4. So 2 times 12 plus 6 is 18. Times a half times 4. 4 times half is 2. So it's 36 centimeters. Okay. Then the question in 2.3.2 says use your answer. So instead of use your answer, what would they have said? Hence. Instead of them saying that, they could have said hence. Okay. Hence, to use your answer in 2.3.1, which is this answer we just calculated, to calculate the volume of a prism. How do you calculate the volume? Area of base times height. So what's the area of this base? 36 times the depth of this object, which is 10, which gives you 360 centimeters cubed. How much milliliters of water would that be now? Yes? This came from break, but it's fine. Yes? Huh? What? Treated A formats. Okay, nice. Okay. If it's 360 centimeters cubed, how many milliliters would that be? Yes? 300, listen, this is the golden ratio. You must know this. Remember that 1 centimeter cube, write this down, equals 1 milliliter. Not O, so 1. So it's 360 milliliters if asked. Okay, I don't think that makes sense. So many times learners forget this ratio. People, the next one. The school is installing a water tank to collect rainwater, as shown below. Formulas for the cylinder is pi r squared h. Surface area is going to be 2 pi r squared plus 2 pi r h. Capacity is 1 meter cube is equal to 1 kiloliter. Use pi to be 3.14. Okay, I see here they're using that ratio. So the question says, the tank will be painted the school colors. If 1 liter of paint covers 5 meters squared, 1 liter of paint covers 5 meters squared. How many liters of paint must be bought to complete the project? So in other words, we need to know what is the total surface area of the shape, not of the cylinder. So how do you work out the surface area? 2 pi r squared plus 2 pi r h, which is 2 pi, and what did they say, what must use pi to be? So it's 3.14 times, what's the radius from center to circumference, what's the radius? 2. Squared plus 2 times 3.14 times the radius, which is 2, times the height, which is 7. Okay. Put that in the calculator. It's 2 times 3.14 times 2 squared plus 2 times 3.14 times 2 times 7. It's an answer 113, 04 meters squared. So now 1 liter covers 5 meters squared. So therefore the number of liters needed will be 113.04 divided by 5, which is equal to, divided by 5, equal to 22,608 liters. But do we buy 608? No. So therefore 23 liters are required. Okay. Let's carry on. Now we're going to our favorite, geometry. It says, find with reason the value of x, y, and z. So I'm going to calculate x. Angles on a straight line. Right, so how do we calculate x? Angles on a straight line. So 100 plus x plus 20 equals 180. Straight line. So x is equal to 180 minus 100, which is 80 minus 20, 60 degrees. I'm going to calculate y. Sum of triangles. Not so. Y plus 60 plus 80. Y plus 60 plus 80 equals 180. Y? Sum of triangles. This triangle D, B, E. Do I have to say that? No. So Y is equal to 40 degrees. Not so? How do you calculate Z? Co-interior angles. Not so? So you say Z plus 40 plus 60 plus 20 equals 180. Why? Co-interior with DE being parallel to AC. Do I have to say that? We're using alternate, corresponding, or co-interior. You must say the lines which are parallel. Okay. So Z is equal to 180 minus 40 minus 60, which is 80, minus 20, which is 80. No. 60. It's yeah, 60. Okay. You all okay with that? Bianca, you okay? Yes. 100. Yes, and what are you using there? Alternates. He's asking, can you say Z plus 40 is equal to 100? Alternate angles? The answer is yes. Okay. Jessica, how can you be sitting like this? 40, it's okay. I'm joking, man. Relax your both. But you mustn't go home or something, but you can't sit like it. Okay, so yeah, you can sit. So. Alright, the next question. 3.2. We are told that find with the reason the value of x and y. Find the reason value of x and y. So what do we notice here? Exterior angle is equal to the sum of the two interior angles. Not so? You can't say that 3x plus 26 is equal to y and 3x plus 26 plus y is equal to 180. You won't be able to solve x or y in that stage. You will have two unknowns. So we have to set up an equation dealing with one unknown, and we're going to say that 5x plus 26 is equal to 3x plus 4x minus 30. Why? Exterior angle of triangle. And it's triangle GEF. Okay. So that's going to give you 7x. You bring it over, becomes negative 2x is equal to 30 minus 26 is minus 56. Divided by negative 2 both sides is 25, 6, 7, 8. 28 degrees. So x is 28. So what do we notice now? Now I can calculate y. It's either y plus 3x plus 4x minus 30 is equal to 180, sum of triangles, or angles on a straight line, and that's what I'm going to use. It's 5x, so it's 5 times 28 plus the 26, so 36. 26 equals 180. Why? Straight line. Sorry, plus 1. Huh? I'm shorting that thing. So y is equal to 180 minus 5 times 28 minus 26. So it says 180 minus 5 times 28 minus 26. 14. Is that correct? Is that correct? Huh? Did you get that? Who got 14? Nobody get 14. Okay, let's see the other way around. But you guys got 28. Okay, let's see how. So it's going to be 3x. So it's going to be 3 times 28 plus 4 times 28 minus 30 plus y equals 180. Né? That would have been sum of triangles. Triangle GEF. Okay, so y is equal to 180 minus 3 times 28 minus 4 times 28 plus 30. It's 180 minus 3 times 28 minus 4 times 28 plus 30. Still 14. So what did you do that you didn't get that answer? Sorry? You did nothing. Or you didn't know what to do?
You didn't add 26.
Or you didn't add 26. So you didn't add the 26 here?
Yes.
Oh. Yes? So let's do 3.3. Question 3.3 says find with reason the size of angle C2. So as you can see, there's C2. Okay? In terms of x. So what can we say here? C2 plus 2x plus 10 equals 180. You all taking note of this here. We haven't done one like this before. No? So angle C2 plus 2x plus 10 equals 180. Why? Co-interior angle. With AC parallel to BT. Yes? P3. P3 is actually 2x plus 10. You understand? So C2 is equal to 180 minus 2x minus 10. 180 minus 10 minus 2x. So C2 in terms of x is 170 minus 2x. You understand?
Yes.
3.4, it says in the diagram below. Okay, as you guys are talking a lot here, in the background. It's irritating. We're told that in the diagram below, O is the center of the circle. So if that is the center, what do we know? We know that OT is equal to OU. Why? The radius, yes, the radii. Then we told that angle T is equal to angle U, which is equal to 90. As you can see, it's perpendicular. The question says prove that triangle TOW is congruent to triangle UOW. So we must apply, or we must use the congruency. So we say in triangle TOW and triangle UOW. Whenever we're proving similarity or we're proving congruency, we start with it. Okay? So what can we say about this first? We know that OT is equal to OU. Why? We said it's your radius. No? There are 4 cases for congruency. What are the cases? Side, side, side? Side, angle, side? Angle, angle, side? Right angle, hypotenuse side. RHS. Okay. So, that's the case thing. OW? Common. Angle T is equal to angle U, which is equal to 91. What's your reason here to us? Given. That's all. Therefore, triangle TOW is congruent with triangle UOW. Why? We use 90 and the hypotenuse, so it's going to be odd H. Okay. The next one, we are told that if triangle XYZ is similar. So here we are told that XYZ is similar. XYZ is similar to DBZ. Calculate X and Y. So they are given similar, then I can conclude that XY over BD is equal to YZ over BZ, which is equal to XZ over DZ. Why? Because triangle XYZ is similar to triangle DBZ. Or you could have written sides in proportion. Okay. So what's the length of XY? 12. It's coming from the diagram over BD. Y is equal to YZ. YZ 9 over BZ. X equals XZ 15 over BZ 10. DZ. Right, you guys got it? So to calculate X or Y in this case, I'm going to first use those two. And what do? I cross multiply. So 15 times X is 15X equals 90. So I divide by 5 both sides, 15 both sides. So X is 6. 6 units, so centimeters within. Not so. The other end, you're going to go with that one there and this one here. Not so. Like 15 over 10 is the known ratio to us. Can you see that? I cross multiply again. So 12 times 10 is going to give you 120. This now normally goes below here, no? But because of the space. And Y times 15 is 15 Y. So I divide by 15 both sides. So Y works out to be like both sides. Just making like you sleep unknown, eh? The answer is 18. Am I boring today? You see, I was going to say something now, no? But I'm considerate of your feelings. Okay. So in question 4 we are told in 4.1, both bar graphs below has been made with similar data. Which one of the graphs are misleading?
The same data.
Yeah, the same data is used here. So which of the two is misleading? A or B? I would say A, the first one. Why? You see what happens here, no? The data, when I drew when they drew the scale, you see, that's 1,000 units apart. Each category is 1,000 units apart, or each interval is 1,000 units apart. Can you see that? Whereas this here is. This is, what's this? I can't see, it's blurred. 2950, is that correct? 2950. So these are 50 units apart. Can you see that? Each category. So the answer would have been A. Why? Because of the scale factor. Okay, can you see that? So the bigger the scale factor is, the better the data will be represented. Not so? So the bigger the scale is, the better the data will be represented. So the answer is 8. No? That's a misleading graph. In 4.2, we are told that use the stem and leaf plot to answer. You see now there's a stem and leaf. Is this an ordered or an unordered stem and leaf plot? Ordered. So the numbers are in order or in. Not so. So the first question says determine the range. What's the range? The highest minus the lowest. So it's going to be 78 minus 32. Which give me an answer? 46. Okay. Identify the modal stem. Now the modal number is the number that has the most. Modal stem is the stem that has the most. So it's going to be 5. Okay, or 50. Should have been 50. Let's check the answers there. Is it 5 or 50? So that was represents 50. Okay. Or you can have written it is from 50 to 59. You say 5. Okay, then it should be 5. Okay. Here it says identify the median of the data. What is the median? The middlemost number of sorted data. Okay. So how many values are here? Okay, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 14, 5, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 40. Is that correct? So 40 divided by 2 is 20. So it's a 20 and a 21st number. There's two numbers in the middle. So I count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. You see there's two numbers in the middle. So it's going to be 54 plus 55 divided by 2 gives you 54, comma. You guys understand? Okay. The two numbers in the middle, we add them together and divide by 2. Okay, so the next question. It says the two-way table shows the results of a survey to find out how learners get to school. Okay? So there are 160 boys that walks, 20 boys use bus, 60 use taxi, and there are 240 boys in total. There's 180 girls who walk, 40 girls who takes the bus, 40 takes the taxis, 260 girls in the school. There's 340 that walks in total of boys and girls. There's 60 in total of boys and girls who takes bus. And there's 100 of boys and girls who takes taxi. In total there's 500 children at the school. Write down the probability that a boy chosen at random will take a bus to school. So how many? The condition is must be a boy and take bus. So how many boys are there that takes bus? 20. So it's 20 out of 500. That cancels, so it's 1 out of 25. Always simplify your ratio, your probability. Okay? A learner walking to school chosen at random will be a girl. Girl that walks is going to be 180 over 500. So 180 over 500 gives us 9 over 25. Okay. In the next question, we are told that a learner chosen at random. A learner chosen randomly will be a girl who travels to school by taxi. Okay, it's the same thing as asked you. Girl, taxi, it's 40 out of 5. You all agree with that? And 40 out of 5, what that gives us? 2/25. Okay. Any confusion there? So here we are told in 5.2, a bag contains 3 blue marbles, 5 yellow marbles. A marble is thrown at random and then put back in the bag. So the marble is taken out and then replaced again. It's being replaced. Then the second marble is thrown. Draw a tree diagram to show all possible outcomes as well as the probability of each possible outcome. Okay. So a tree diagram is not drawing a tree. Okay. This is your tree diagram. Your outcomes are, it can either be blue or yellow marbles. How many blue marbles are there? 3 out of 8. Whilst yellow is 5 out of 8. So we go blue, yellow, blue, yellow. So the marble is being put back in the bag. So, well, what's the probability of you drawing a blue? 3 out of 8 still. And 5 out of 8. Otherwise, 3 out of 8. Okay. So my outcomes can be BB, BY, YB. Okay. So a tree diagram showing all possible outcomes as well as the probability on each of the possible outcomes. Okay. I don't know if you went all the way and said the probability of your outcomes. BB is 3 out of 8 times 3 out of 8. BY is 3 out of 8 times 5 out of 8. YB is 5 out of 8 times 3 out of 8. And YY is 5 out of 8 times 5 out of 8. Okay. If asked, you give the probability of your outcomes as well. But I don't think that was the question. Okay. The next question says, next question we are told that, hence, determine the probability of drawing 2 blue marbles. So drawing 2 blue marbles is following that branch there, not so. Probability of BB, 2 blues, 3 out of 8 times 3 out of 8, which is 9 out of 60. Okay, so tomorrow we're going to conclude this paper. People enjoy this every day. Good afternoon, class.